Hey everyone, I know it's been a while, but welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dia and I am a photographer and content creator living here in San Diego. And I usually post videos about planners and I do a little vlogging every once in a while, but I am mainly here to tell you what I have been thinking about the Sterling Ink Common Planner, which I've been in for 6 months now, and I keep it in this beautiful VDS undyed Janet leather cover. And I just want to show you guys what I think about this planner, especially since Catherine just launched her 2024 lineup, which is absolutely amazing. And along with this, I'm just going to go ahead and show you some other planners that I have been using for the past 6 months. If you want to see any of them in detail, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll go ahead and try and make a video on those. I also share a lot of my planners on Instagram, so if you want to check them out, you can check out my Instagram, and I post reels and pictures of my planners. For those of you who care, I just thought I'd give a little life update. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and put a timestamp down below so you can skip ahead to my planners. My daughter moved back home 6 months ago. She was in college for a year and a half and then decided it wasn't for her. She was going to ASU in Arizona, and she came home, and we love having her here, but it threw my routine for a loop. And on top of that, our photography business, we switched from weddings to volume sports photography, and we were not prepared for the amount of work that we got. We're very grateful for the work that we got, but it was a lot. And my daughter ended up actually quitting her job to come work with us in the photography business. We kind of always knew she would, and that was her opportunity to leave her retail job and come work with us. And because she has been working with us, that frees up some of my time to start doing some of my planner videos again and sharing a little bit more about planners. Planners are my happy place, planners organization, and sharing it with you guys. I got out of the habit of making vlogs, which I was really starting to enjoy too, so I kind of want to start those up again. So that's where I have been. We've been really busy. We are actually thinking about moving. Like I said, we live in San Diego, and I'm just kind of getting that itch to leave California. We actually have a trip planned in August to go see my aunt in Texas, and we're gonna check out a few other places too, but bunch of new life adventures going on, and I just want to share those with you guys again because I really enjoy watching other people just live their normal daily lives and seeing how they do it. So that's just a little brief thing on where I've been, but let's go ahead and turn around the camera, and I'm going to show you guys the planners that I've been using so far this year. They're not just planners, some of them are journals, and then we will get into the Sterling Ink Common Planner as well. Okay guys, before I get into my main planner, I just wanted to go ahead and show you what else I've been using in 2023 so far. This is my 5-year A6 Hobonichi journal, and I've been using this for 3 years now. This is the 3rd year I'm using it. I write in it every day and still going strong in this. This is my other journal. It's a little bit more in depth, and I like to keep a lot of ephemera and just things I collect in here, and it gets kind of bulky. I'm a little bummed that I haven't been touching this as much because I have been journaling in my Sterling ink every day, and the issue I'm running into is I don't want to bulk up my Sterling ink because that's my main planner, and I kind of like to keep my planners minimal. I don't end up putting pictures or anything in here, and sometimes I don't go back and remember to put it in here. Now that I have a little bit more time on my hands to do some of my creative stuff, I think I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm printing up more pictures and then just throwing them in here and journaling whenever I have a chance, but making sure I print up the pictures while I'm talking about those days in here, if that makes any sense. So this is the olive traveler's notebook in standard size, and it's not one of the original ones. I got it when they re-released it and added it to their permanent collection, and I absolutely love it. My husband has one too. This one was his, and I ended up getting one for myself, but I liked how this one, the texture was just more smooth and buttery. The other one had a little bit of that fuzzy feel to it. So I ended up taking his, and this is my journal with pictures and ephemera in it. These are my 2 newest additions to this year's planning system. I think I got this one, when did I get this one? I got this one in March, and I don't think I really started it until late March or April, but I needed an additional planner to help with our photography business because we just had a ton of little things going on. And honestly, I didn't have the space to write it into this planner. So I got this one, and in the monthly pages, I just mainly kept our photo shoots. And then in the weekly pages, I just kept track of all the things that needed to be done, whether I needed to do them, my husband needed to do them, or my daughter. The only thing is, now that we've kind of slowed down a little and I've stepped away from that part of the business a little, I haven't really had too much need for this planner and all of this space. So I'm not sure if I'm going to end up using this as maybe a social media calendar. I don't know. Once business kind of picks up again with a new sports season, I might need this again. This is the newest edition. I've been quite obsessed with the Minimal Sophisticate on YouTube and her Instagram. She has, I think it's a passport size commonplace book, and I've wanted to start a commonplace book forever, and seeing her stuff is just so inspiring. I'll leave a link for her down below, but I love her commonplace books, and I thought I would make one myself. I happen to have an A6 Stalogy laying around, so I decided to use this. And I actually tried to use my A6 Sterling ink planner at first, but I found that the grid lines were just a little bit too small for me in it, and these ones are perfect. So I started using this just to kind of take notes on books that I'm reading and maybe do a little bit of decorating, which kind of pushes me out of my comfort zone because I'm not all that great at decorating my planners. But I've really been having fun with this, and it's just such a cute little planner to grab and reread some of the quotes that I want to hold on to and remember. Okay, it's been 6 months in this planner, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Catherine has made some improvements on the planner that I have yet to experience, but even with some of the things that bothered me when I, first started using this book, I still absolutely love the minimal setup of it and the gold pages and the cover and everything. I just love it all. It's the perfect size for me. Every once in a while I think about going back to the Hobonichi, but the second I start thinking about the large A5 daily pages, I kind of remember why I love this size so much. One of my concerns when I first got this planner was the cover, because it's a pretty flimsy cover, and I don't know, it really doesn't bother me much now. What I ended up doing was sliding a piece of cardboard. I saw this on somebody's YouTube channel. They said slide a piece of cardboard in here so that when your planner cover slides in and out, it doesn't snag and get stuck. So I used to have the front and back cover in this, but just recently I decided to go ahead and keep the front cover out of it. I feel like it was kind of bending my spine a lot, and up here at the top it was just kind of getting weird, so I decided to just keep it like this. I don't know why I didn't just keep it like this in the first place, but I love it. I'm a little bit sad that she won't have this color next year because I love this black linen texture, but she has so many other beautiful choices. While I love the look of the gold edges, I was contemplating maybe next year getting plain white edges because it just looks really clean, but I don't know. I don't know if I can go back to anything but gold gilded edges. I think they're beautiful and they add so much character to the planner. Not to worry on the planner covers. She did make more sturdy covers now, and when I purchased one of her blank notebooks, I was able to see what the new cover is like, so I'm not worried about the cover for next year. My only other concern was the grids. I felt like they were a little bit light, and I do need glasses to read and write, so I felt like the light lines were kind of hard to see unless I had really good lighting. And then because of the ghosting, sometimes I had a hard time seeing the lines once I had to write on a page that was already written on the other side. So she fixed that with the new planners too. So that's awesome. Any issue that I had, she fixed. I'm really excited about next year's weekly layout because she got rid of this line right here down the middle and shifted the numbers over. So that's going to give a little bit wider of a column to write in. I kind of like this line going down the middle, but I don't think I'm going to mind it being gone because I'm going to probably enjoy the extra little space to write in. If you haven't seen Catherine's lineup for next year's planners, you need to go and check it out because she has a bunch of different beautiful covers coming, and she's offering this planner in so many different sizes. If you have a need, she's fulfilled it and done an excellent job of it. So I wish I needed something other than a B6 planner, but I really don't. So I'm probably only gonna get the B6 planner. I'm leaning towards the blue cover or the brown caramel cover and the gold edges. I thought about getting maybe a passport size in one of her notebooks so that I can use it as a commonplace book, but I'm gonna have to check the size of the grids because if they're any smaller than this, that's a little bit too small for me. But other than that, this is all I will be getting for next year, probably another B6 full year planner. I like the full year. If I did start putting more pictures in ephemera, I would probably get the half year. She even has a compact year now, which is amazing. And let's see, one other thing too. I have been writing in this planner with my Platinum Preppy. I was writing in it in extra fine, but I was finding that my ink was drying up too fast because I use a waterproof ink, and every time I write, I have to recap it right away, especially if I have an extra fine nib. And then these aren't, you know, the most expensive pens. They're kind of like throwaway pens, but I use them forever once I have them. But my pen kept clogging and I ended up moving into a fine instead of an extra fine. And I've been loving it. This paper is really thin. It's the new Tomoe River paper. And I don't know, I love it. I have no problems with it. And with this faster drying ink, I never have any smearing problems. I don't think I've had any smearing problems since I started using this ink. So I'm not going to go through all of my pages. This is one of the pages where I switched from extra fine to fine. But I'm not going to go through all of them. I have videos. You can check out my blog post to see some of the spreads that I've shared there or on my Instagram. My daily pages really don't change much. I keep track of my to-do list, my workouts, and what I eat, and then I do some journaling. I don't use too many stickers. It's just pretty basic. And yeah, that's it. And in case you're curious about this leather cover, this is from VDS Vanderspec. It's the B6 size undyed Janet leather, and I love it. This was a little bit of a big purchase for me, and I was worried that I wouldn't like it or love it because I was afraid the leather was going to get like a yellowy look to it, and I really don't like that. But this is gorgeous. I mainly keep it indoors. It really doesn't leave my desk. It's at my desk 99% of the time, but it is still showing some patina on it, and it's just beautiful. It's so well made. I have a blog post on this from when I first got it, and also what I think of it now and some up-close pictures of it. There are a few things that I would have done different when ordering this, so I'll leave the link to those blog posts down below and you can check them out. So that is my everyday planner, everything planner for the first half of 2023. So that's how I've been doing in my planners so far for 2023, and if you liked this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.